Oh, what an ugly man. What is up, dudes and dudettes? Today we got another unboxing for you. We're going to get into the Ultimate Shredder from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles second movie, Secret of the Ooze. Here is the box art. Sweet shots on the back, on the side, and the other side. And of course, everyone involved in the making of this figure. And the UPC, in case you're still looking for it. Oh, we forgot that open flap. There we go. Let's pop this bad boy open, shall we? Trusty knife time! I can't think of what to sing for the epic tray shot, so all we'll do is just zoom in slowly. You'll have a look at the accessories and see that mask on his little facey poo, and then we'd go to the rest of the figure. The Secret of the Ooze Ultimate Shredder comes with everything you see here. Let's get up close and personal, shall we? As always, we got the hands first. Look at these open hands with all those, all that detail work. You can see veins in the back. They look dirty. Crushed up. I mean, he wasn't a garbage truck. You got those lines. Oh, that's just amazing detail from NECA. We have weapon holdy hands. Again, the detail. They blow it out of the park with this stuff. Look at the knuckles, the veins. Oh, it's amazing. The mutated dandelion from the movie. The foot soldier steals this. A full jar of TGRI mutagen. A vial of TGRI mutagen. The Ultimate Shredder upgraded from a dagger to a sword. Actually looks pretty cool. I like the wrap around the sheath. That looks pretty cool. And then this beastly weapon. I don't know the official name of it. It looks like a spear with a big blade on the end. I want to say it starts with an N. Just can't remember, so I'm not going to butcher it. My one complaint with this is that I wish they would have gave it the same finish as they did the katana on the blade. That would have looked really cool. Oh, hey, didn't see you there. So, you're probably wondering, do I have what it takes to wear the Dragon Doji? Well, if you think you do, you can start proving it by slapping that like button. And then don't forget to subscribe. And after that, just one more thing. You show Master Shredder the proper respect. Because that turtle with the red bandana isn't the only one with the sigh. I'll poke you. And here we have the, oh, you know it, that sweet, sweet 360 shot. Get a look at all the detail on this figure. Man, I love that new helmet. That looks so cool. Let's get up close on the shred head. Let's get up close and personal with the Ultimate Shredder. The first thing, his helmet is different. Oh, that looks so cool. And the gold scaling, I think, also looks pretty cool. I don't know if I like that pattern more or less than the first one, but we'll have a see. We're going to compare the two. And his mask is removable, just like the first one. If I can get it out of there. Oh, there we go. So let's have a look at that face. Oh, that is an ugly, scarred up man, and he is mad. I would be too if I was squished in a trash compactor. We've got the shoulder pads with the blades. The cape is attached to that. You can see the string there. I don't know if it's removable. I haven't really pulled around on it. I've been too afraid to break it. He's got, you know, the shoulder pads under the armor. He's a different color this time around. We got the purple that's not so sparkly. He's more of a sheen. I hope my background isn't messing the color up too much. The blue with the, because this is it's a purple, but it looks like a dark bluish purple. It's a very cool purple. For the shoulder, we have the single pin that also rotates. He is a bit limited by his shoulder pad here on that. For the elbow, we have that double pin that actually is hidden pretty well, and it has it rotates, of course, at the top. And these arm pads, these arm guards here, they are removable, and because of the design on my left hand here, this hand just barely fits it. It's barely in there because this is pushed up all the way. Like this comes off, which is a cool feature, but I'm not sure I can get it to fit on this all the way down to the elbow so that his hand is in there secure. You can see how much room there is, and later I'm gonna hit it with the hair dryer, heat it up, see if I can slide it down all the way. But for now, I'm going to leave his hand off. As you can see, he's got replaceable hands, the same pin and ball joint that we come to know and love. He has an ab twist, a little bit of a crunch, not a whole lot. He's not doing his sit-ups. The hips, they do rotate, but the shape of the mold for his fabric and the cloth there, it doesn't really let it go too much to one side. And the same issue is what causes him to really be able to like do a side kick or the splits or whatever. So you're gonna have to get creative there. The knees, however, the knees have double pin. They go all the way. They're great. And nothing needed heated up out of the package so far. It also rotates a little bit, but you can see that shape in there keeps it from really doing too much. And then, of course, the rocking and the rolling of the ankles. And look at those shin guards. Oh, they're menacing and cool. Got the detail on the feet. And of course, we've got some peg holes down there on the bottom. Oh, what an ugly man. What an ugly man. But overall, this is a pretty freaking cool figure. I do have a complaint, and this is getting to be, I don't know if it's just nitpicky of me or whatever, because with these weapons like this thing here, the weapons that have like when they're too big on the end, see, like when whatever they're holding has something that's bigger on it, you can't really just slide the weapon into their hand. It takes a lot of finagling. I haven't gotten this into his hand yet because that doesn't fit. And so I'm going to have to heat him up and bend his fingers and get him to grip this thing. That is a complaint I've had with Slash, the Archie Comics Slash, and Raphael's Frankenstein, and now this one. Tell me if I'm being nitpicky. Do you just have to heat him up and get it in there? But it feels like you shouldn't, because even this sword you saw in his hand on the 360, this is a very small handle, and it was hard to even get that to fit in there. I wanted to do a quick comparison of the two. This is the Shredder from the first movie. We'll point out the key differences real quick. As you can see, the helmets are different. I've decided I like the Ultimate Shredder, this one better. The gold plating scaling looks cool. Something I didn't notice until I switched out the hands. You'll see the Shredder from the first movie has the claws on his hands, whereas this one does not. But they are interchangeable, so I'll probably be using them on this one because I like the idea of him having those claws on his hand, on that, his left hand. It's just really cool. It makes him look sinister. Also, you can remove this cape from the first movie Shredder. You can remove the cape entirely. And the differences within the cape, the old one has a different pattern, as you can see. I do think they changed it in the movies as well. But there's also a wire in the old one run down so you can pose it any way you want. This one does not have that, which for posability and stuff is kind of a bummer, but I think it looks better overall, and it looks cooler, but you don't have, for photography and stuff, you don't have as much control. They changed the neck piece. It was a separate piece, like a little scarf, but now it's not. It is a piece of the sculpt, and the faces obviously are different. This is the face from the first movie. So you can see he's got the scar from Splinter attacking him, but he's really not all that angry. And then the second movie, oh yeah, he is mad and he is ugly. The only real difference, and there's the color, obviously, you can see that, but the upper torso and the head sculpt are the things that are different. As you can see, the folds in the shirt are different. The shoulder pads a little bit different. And then that's where the differences stop. Everything on below, as you can see, the folds, the creases, and everything, all the same. Everything's the same except for color variation, basically. So, lower body, they reused the parts. The chest and the head are new. Basically, everything else is just different paint. All in all, I like the overall look of the new one better, but there's a few little issues, like the hand thing. I can't get his dang weapon in his hand. It's going to be one of those things where once I get it in there, it's just going to stay there. It's just going to stay there. I don't like how he doesn't have the claw on his hand. That's so cool. It's such a cool addition. It makes him menacing. Everything else, like I said, the same. Except for the accessories. The accessories were different. He came with his weapon from the first movie, his like pointy bow staff, his that you can stab with, and like a knife and some hands, and he came with all of what you saw earlier. But hey, that is the ultimate shredder.
Give me a moment, I need to put my mask on.
That is better. Do you have what it takes to wear the dragon doji? If you do, you must hit the like, the subscribe, and then, only then, will I welcome you to the fort. And then we will fight those blasted turtles.